All right, so let's look at your, so rotate your head for me. Okay, so come back. And the other way. Okay, well there's one. So bring your chin down for me. So come back. So just, so with the head, you have the head and the neck. So we're gonna look at capital flexion. Capital flexion is the head moving on the neck. So we're just gonna yep, so she's still, yep, and come back. Good. And again. Okay, good. Now you're gonna do the head, now you're gonna do a capital extension. So here. Good. That's easier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does it hurt?
It just gets to a certain point, like that was it. Like I was like, oh no, don't go anymore.
Were you able to do more than that at one point?
Yes.
Okay. So as you go into capital flexion for me, so now actually capital flexion. Okay, good. Come back again for a second. And again. Yeah, you come a little bit to cervical flexion too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the compensation. So okay, so now we're going to look at moving your head. Now we're going to look at capital or cervical flexion.
Mm-hmm.
So I always think of a metronome
Mm-hmm.
and how it actually moves. So when I move my neck, it's not like I'm moving like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm moving. So if the point of action is C7,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm going around that point. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead. Okay, good. Okay, and come back. And so now extension is the same thing
Mhm.
around this point, but you actually, it starts from here.
Yeah.
So come back. So without the cervical extension, I mean the capital extension, so just the cervical extension.
Oh,
So it's harder. Yeah,
alrighty then.
yeah, no.
Mhm.
It's harder, right?
Yeah,
Because
way
we're not taught
harder,
to like
yeah.
separate that out.
Because as a dancer, we
Mhm.
do something that's called a cambray, so it's even lower. So the cambray comes right below
Uh-huh.
the ribs.
Uh-huh.
So I'm always extending
Extending.
from here and back. And even with baby cobra, when your
Uh-huh.
weight is on the belly
Right.
and you're rolling back, you're still, that's part, but you're not bending that part of your back.
Right. And I wonder if you've ever been taught how to use your
I
cervical
I
extension.
don't think so.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
gonna
a teacher. I think
yeah.
that's where we're gonna start.
Let's rock.
Okay, so now we're gonna go through, let's just look at your side bend. So again, metronome, so it's not like the Egyptian thing.
Okay.
I mean, you can do that, but I wanna see what, so it's like, yeah. So without the capital,
Mhm.
so that's another thing, like, nope, without the trunk. So, without the capital. There you go, that's
Oh,
it.
that's it. Oh.
Yep, come back.
Okay.
And the other side? Nope.
Well, it's
So
like something
without
you've
the
never
head.
done before. I'm like,
We're all
oh,
sitting here
Nope,
yeah.
you're going through.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, you do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so more.
Nope, nope. So again, if it was C7 here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going around that, yeah, there it is, but you're still getting through. So it's harder this side.
Harder on the left side.
Harder this side, harder
yeah.
this way,
Yeah.
and rotation that way.
Mm-hmm.
Serena there was, I was looking to see if she could access the muscles through here, and she just, I think being a dancer or not trained to kind of look at that part of it, we're gonna see if we can access that part of it with through here. So just remember when we do this, it's really just about almost staying in that position
Yes.
and trying to feel these muscles start to fire. Okay, so you're gonna face here. This is the one thing I wish I usually had two, but here we're gonna do one pulley right now. So this is one of my old ones where I don't have two in front. So this is one thing so come over here. Okay. I'm gonna go up. Okay, so you feel that already, right?
Oh my gosh.
Come this way a little bit more.
Mhm.
Okay. So again, you're thinking of pulling from here. So hold.
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and rest. And then what I'll do is I'll take the pressure off.
Mm.
And again, and pull. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and rest. Bring your chin down some. And again, pull back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and rest. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and rest. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little capital extension. So now you're gonna work the hinge joint at the atlas. Okay, so that's right where your occiput, your head meets your spine. Okay, so now you're gonna just bring that chin up just a tad, so you're gonna pull through here. So nope, so it's amazing what one pound feels like, right?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's
I know.
incredible.
So what I want you to do now is just, I want you to ever so slightly pull from your occiput. Okay? So I think we're gonna start there first. Okay?
Do I start level or down?
No, you're gonna start neutral,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, and now you're gonna ever so slightly, yeah, right there.
Perfect.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and rest. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and rest. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and rest. Stand back a little further for me. Yep, keep going back a little further. Back here. There you go. Okay, so now you're going to go into a little bit more range. Yep. And again. Yep, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now slowly pull, use the muscles underneath your chin to pull to neutral. There you go. And then pull back.
That's amazing.
And here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then slowly pull the muscles using underneath your chin. There you go. And then come back and pull back into a capital extension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slowly pull down using that muscles. Yep. Okay, and see if you can go into a little more capital extension now. Okay. Good. And hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And slowly pull down. Good. And then again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slowly pull down. And again, and pull down. Yep, so you're gonna pull this way. Yep, sorry. 2, 3, yeah, 4, 5, 6. Now slowly pull down using your muscles under your chin. Yep. The more you control the motion out of it, the stronger the opposite muscle will get. Okay. And now pull back to that same position. So pull using your occiput muscles. Yep. Good. And there you go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So slowly come out. So one thing that we're going to work on too is that I want you to slowly work into the range. So almost think of it as like intermediate points. So, but now we're always almost to your end range, right?
I think I have a little bit
Okay.
more.
So go ahead and pull, pull, and pull, and pull. Yeah. And hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now really slowly come out of that. Good. And one more to that end range. And then pull, pull. So use your muscles to use the pull. There you go. There, that's different. There you go. 2. That's a lot of capital extension. I don't normally see people that have that much capital extension. So slowly come out. Slowly come out. And really try to access those muscles.
You should see what her hips can do.
Yes, she's amazing. Okay, so now I want you to do 6 nice and fluid. Okay?
Yes.
So go ahead. And 1. Good. And back. So nice and fluid. Perfect. Good. And 2. Good. And 3. Good. And it's so gentle, right?
Yes.
And 4. Yeah. And 5. Add the eyes into it now. Look back as you. Okay, yeah. There you go. See, now you went even more. Come back. That's without going into trunk extension. or shoulder. Yeah, it's like no retraction, no extension, and
Does it
Yep,
feel
as-
like a different set of muscles coming back?
Absolutely, that's the key.
come back. Cool. So now I want you to do it, and that was the capital. So I want you to do that without that.
Okay.
So just see what that feels like. That's all her. And that's the thing that's so cool is like I'm just cueing her, watching where she's compensating or not compensating, and she's. That is okay. So let's see if that actually helped any of your extension. So without the.
So good.
So now let's see if you can access now cervical extension. Okay. And I might have you sit too. Sometimes that helps too.
Okay.
So go ahead and see if you can. So it's almost like you're thinking of the head and neck as one unit.
One unit, I get it.
Yep.
I get it. I just
Yep.
trying to
So
activate
now,
it.
yeah. So, nope. So come back. That's better. Yeah. Nope. So there. Yep. You see, you're still using the. Yep.
Oh, you just went, okay.
So it's like as I do that. So most people, like you're not most people.
Okay.
So like my extension is. That's it. Now I have my capital, but that's my extension.
But am I puffing up my chest?
No.
So for me, so that's
No.
what I'm saying.
I just do this as it. So if
Okay.
so what this here does for me is I go like this,
Okay.
and if I'm okay, then I'm compensating.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can also have you sit sometimes, and that actually
Okay.
takes your body out of it. Dan, could you give me the one of the stools in the back room there? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and rest. So you're just gonna come out. And again, there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and rest.
So I'm really engaging my ribs as well.
No, I'm here stabilizing.
Yeah, but I've never felt that before.
Yeah.
Like you have, like I feel
Yeah.
like you're holding my ribs
Yeah,
in
well,
place.
you have to stabilize
Yeah.
somewhere else in order for the body to move. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
yeah. I'm wanting. Yeah, it's like a cue. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that-
this is the cervical extension.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cervical extension, and hold there. Don't go too far into it.
yeah,
3,
but that's great because
4,
I feel like you're
right,
hugging me.
5,
in.
6, and now slowly come out using the muscles in the front. So use your think of your SEMs, the
Yes,
sternocleidomastoids.
yes,
Feel
yes.
those coming back.
Mhm.
Some of your scalings.
Mhm.
Yeah, and go back. Hold there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now use those muscles. Pull those muscles with the front of your neck to come out.
Nice.
And then again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come out. Yeah, great. And now see if you can go a little further the next
Yeah.
time. And go ahead. Yeah. So I want you. Yeah. 2, keep the chin down. There you go. There you go. 3, 4, 5, 6, and now slowly come out. Yeah, so now I felt on fire down here.
Yeah, that's the first
Yeah.
time I felt it as well.
Cool. Yeah, and then come back. So keeping that chin down. There you go. That's it. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now slowly come out. Yeah, going a little bit into extension there. So just rely on the pulley. Try to just get the neck there.
Mhm.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm.
And come back. And again. Good. And come back. And 3. And come back. And 4. Good. And 5. Good. And 6.
I've got a work session for
Good.
4
That's
hours.
it. Oh, now it's like, wait. Okay. So then we're just gonna see how you do it on your own. So, okay.
Mm.
So,
Okay.
yeah. You can do it.
Totally different.
Totally different.
Totally different.
So let's just see if, let's just look at your rotation real quick. So stand up for me. Okay, so face
Oh,
me.
sorry.
Yep. And then just rotate that way for me. More rotation that way.
And no pain.
Cool.
And
So, yay!
I feel like I'm getting in and out of it right, or I'm saying it and feeling it, even listening to other teachers' cues. But it was just a different way. I had to switch my mindset a little bit.
And the thing that's
use my
cool-
muscles differently.
And what's cool about the pulleys, it's not a lot of force. And so it
No.
can actually
But I
help
was
you.
telling her that I get really, my wrist is so tired where that injury is when I do just
Yeah.
a few of those.
Yeah, but you have a pretty ongoing, recurring.
But I think it's just amazing that
Yeah.
it's such a little bit of force and
Yeah.
it's really like, wow.
I'm sure if you got the different areas of my body, there would be.
Well, yeah, it's like, I mean, it probably should have checked your rotation of your hips. I'm sure your rotation of your hips opened up, or your extension opened up. I mean, that's the thing, you work in one part of the body, other things open up. And,
Even
that's,
just being hooked up and standing there. you
Just
feel
standing here,
things
there was a pull.
activating
Yeah.
other things,
Yeah.
releases
Yeah.
that you're not used to.
as eyes are holding here, it's like she feels like that's her body was stabilizing herself here in order to do that.
Yeah, I needed that. I
Yeah.
needed your hand, one hand there and the other, and I was like, oh, okay, now.
But eventually I
Yeah.
get away from that because
Yeah.
like you see here, like I can just do this and get a strong test. I take it away, it's a weak test. So the more cues and the more, like one thing he learned through this process that we used to stabilize more. Like when we were going through it, I would stabilize my leg on people, do all this stuff. And then all of a sudden he was like, no, like we need that opposite reaction in the body. The body doesn't have the body has a natural bracing system and it's not there. And for me, it's my fusion. Like I would do certain things like do an Eddie pot, and every time I twisted it would shut off my rotation. And like, because I wasn't working within, I was letting someone else dictate where I was stopping. And the response with this was as we were not bracing like we were, now the body is having that opposite response and it's much more stable and much stronger that way. It's the seesaw effect.
Serena, what are the biggest differences that you noted before Chris put you on the training system and after?
I think, again, it was the cueing. What happened organically is that all of a sudden my body started to move a little bit more slowly because I've been trying so hard lately to get myself like, why can't I get my neck to feel better? Like going through all these motions. So now I feel more centered and definitely more aligned.
Yeah. Because it's breaking those motions up so you can do the whole motion. So that's what I think that sometimes we don't do is like we're doing all this motion, we're not seeing how everything gets you into that motion because your leg can get up here.
Oh yeah, honey.
She's amazing.
And I would think as a dancer and other people that are dancers, that fluidity of motion is so critical. So the training system can really help people.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Because all of a sudden we just add
And
another
the
part to her
injury
whole.
prevention.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
the amount of injury that goes on is because you're just trained one way to do
Yeah,
certain
and that's
things,
sports
and
too.
you're not taught how to balance
That's
yourself
sports.
out
That
in
was
the other
soccer.
way.
That was football for Mike. That was whatever you're doing.
No,
It's
no,
you're
no.
trained one way. And I worked on a fencer, and when I did his range of motion exam, he was doing this all the time. Guess where he was limited? Everything on the other side. I had like 4 or 5 things on this side, and everything else was on this side. It was amazing. It's like that's why if I ever was a coach again or did anything with sports, I would do both. Because that's how you develop power too. It's like it's just sports specific training is good, but you have to break it up and you got to make sure you do both sides. The balance.
I actually feel taller, and I feel like my posture is more like I'm more straight up, and I'm not forcing myself to stand up straight. Like I feel really good
That
about
is-
but my feet, the structure of my feet even feel different right now.
Cool. That's awesome.
It's like Alexander.
Yeah,
I
very,
mean,
very,
I
very
learned
Alexander technique
years
from-
ago from theater.
Yes, that's it.
Me
Well,
too. But a lot of times I was doing that, I didn't know how to. I probably didn't really understand what I was trying to access. Like you're very connected to your body, and look how much more you just became connected.
Oh, I know. I'm so psyched.
I
Let's
know.
keep going.
I know we will.